Season we've had all across the country.
Yes.
And another one could be coming in.
That's true. We're watching that, and it's kind of in the long range here. We have to finish with this storm that has prompted so many flooding concerns. We're going to start with video tonight because this is actually Snow Canyon State Park where the floodwaters came over the roadway. So not a surprise that we had trailheads that were flooded tonight. And you can see how we look at that raging water. And it's not just in Snow Canyon State Park. No, it's throughout southern Utah, Santa Clara and Bloomington area. Look at this. That was near the Walmart in Bloomington. You see those houses right behind there, rising water levels there. And Gunlock State Park. You don't always see the falls running, but today they were raging, not just running. State Park's telling me that debris was pushed into the area as this water came through, and they were cleaning it up this afternoon, but they closed down that road for a period of time because of those soggy conditions. Right now, as we look at the storm tracker radar, it's sweeping the region. You can see some snow peppered in there, starting to clear St. George over towards Kanab, some rain, some mixed precipitation, some snow depending on your elevation. As we jump over to eastern Utah, soggy over I-70 towards Moab, near Hanksville, south of Green River, Monticello getting some snow, and then wet weather in Blanding tonight. So we are going to start to see this activity and intensity taper off as we head into the overnight. We're getting rid of this storm system, but boy, it delivered an abundance of moisture from this atmospheric river, putting down the newest totals tonight. 2.7 inches of rain at Ben Lomond Peak. My goodness, Kolob getting 2.5. You have to remember, this is in a relatively short amount of time. Yesterday through today, almost an inch and a half at Zion National Park, 1.38 in Cedar City, backside of the Wasatch, pretty close to Cedar City totals at 1.34. It's snowing in Cedar right now. That will dwindle. 1.11 in Pleasant Grove. New Harmony got over an inch. 0.8 in Kanab. That number going up considering that we still have active conditions overhead in Kane County. Half an inch in Ogden, and Salt Lake International getting more than a quarter inch of rain. And Salt Lake typically is shadowed by the Oakers, so for us to do that well gives you an idea of the intensity and the strength of this atmospheric river. Now, live look at Bryce Canyon shows snow on the ground, slushy conditions. We still have that winter storm warning in effect for some. As we look at some of the snow totals from this storm, Brighton got 19, 17.2 at Alta, over a foot at Solitude. Park City got the same, 10 inches at Powder Mountain. Heavy, wet snow. That's what this storm delivered with high snow levels. Again, that winter storm warning in the southern mountains holding on through tomorrow morning. Everything else sort of expiring 6 a.m. tomorrow. We'll see that go away, and we know on the eastern side of the state that advisory as well as that warning for the Abajos will also expire tomorrow. Let's look at SNOWPACK because this is really what it comes down to. Really healthy percents throughout the state. What a winter. And as we look at some of those percents in eastern Utah, southwestern corner of the state, Tooele County, very healthy percents here. Statewide, we're sitting at 173% of average. It's a big deal. That's actually a record for today, March 15th. That is the highest it's been. We're talking about SWE, snow water equivalent, sitting at 23.2 inches. Now, when we talk about SWE, it's actually the depth of the water if you melted down all of the snow. So that's a big number, a record for today, and we're eyeing a record for the season. We'll see how these next few storms perform. Watching things quiet down for the overnight and really target southeastern Utah tomorrow. High pressure taking control, partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies with a warming trend, but we remain below average. Rolling into St. Patrick's Day, more sunshine, but we will see dry conditions. We won't get back to seasonal norms as we make it through the next couple of days, but temperatures will rebound slightly towards the end of the work week. Looking at those numbers, 30s and 40s along the Wasatch Front. Cold with teens up in Cache Valley and the backside of the Wasatch. 30s, 40s, and some 50s on the eastern side of the state where an isolated shower could hold on. I-15 corridor in the 30s and 40s for tomorrow, and 50s in St. George when typically this time of year they're in the mid-60s. We do dry out and stay dry for a couple of days here, which will be really nice. Heading into next week, though, we kick off spring with the potential for that atmospheric river. Yeah, we're going to keep a close eye on that because it brings the chance of additional valley rain and mountain snow, soggy conditions, and we were flooding today. If we get another one of those, we've got to really pay attention. Our mountains have very high numbers when it comes to snowpack. The Pine Valley Mountains, of course, which is why what we were seeing tonight with our flooding concerns exists. Temperatures in the 40s and 50s. All right, that's not perfect.
But not bad.
Okay. All right. The peanut gallery has spoken.
I want perfect.
Okay.
Always.
You want perfect. Yeah. You are perfect, so you want perfect. I get it.
Thanks, Alana. We appreciate it. Time now for a look at sports with the perfect one.
What? Where?
Did you miss the call that just happened?
All right, the Wolverines playing tonight in what is traditionally a pretty rough environment.
Yeah, that's a tough place to play.